Joby Aviation stock is up more than 90% this year, trading right now around $15.50. The real question is, can it keep climbing, or is this rally about to stall out? Well, here's why I'm watching really closely. Joby just joined the White House's electric vertical takeoff and landing pilot program, meaning they could start real-world operations before even finishing their FAA certification. That's huge because it gives Joby a head start while competitors, they're still stuck in approval limbo. And while everyone's talking about aircraft design, I think most people are missing this. Joby, they now own Blade's passenger network in New York. That means they're not just building aircraft anymore. They've now got a real business model with recurring revenue on day one. In this video, I'm going to break down Joby's stock price, the catalysts, and whether this stock is a smart long-term bet. My name is Rick Orford. I've been trading since 1999, and I am not a financial advisor. It's a good thing because I'm not here to sell you something that you don't want. I break down the numbers so retail investors like you and me can make smarter, more confident decisions with our money. So with all that out of the way, is Joby the real deal or just another flying dream? Well, let's find out. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. And you all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by almost 6 times. Go to fool.com/ricko to get your 10 stock picks right now. Joby Aviation was founded in 2009 with one clear mission: to build a clean, quiet, electric aircraft that takes off like a helicopter and flies like a plane. The concept is similar to Uber, but for the skies. It's as simple as opening the app, booking a ride, and then converting hours of traffic in a car to minutes in the air. Joby's vision is urban air mobility. Its target market is city travelers who value speed, convenience, and a greener approach to moving. In the last decade, Joby has achieved major milestones, including partnerships with NASA, Toyota, and even the United States Air Force. And here's the thing, right? When you have organizations like NASA and the Air Force on your side, people, they start paying attention. So I think you could say that Joby isn't just chasing a dream, they're stacking serious credibility here. And that's where the real question becomes, right? Can they turn credibility into profits? Now, Joby is past their experimentation period, as the company has logged over 30,000 miles of test flights and is nearing the completion of the FAA certification process. So I do see a good chance that sooner or later, we'll get to see Joby in the skies. But here's what most people, I think, are missing. FAA certification isn't just a rubber stamp. It's the ultimate green light to printing revenue. So while Joby has the tech, how fast will regulators let them scale? That's the question, right? And it's something that's come up quite a bit in my Discord because a lot of you really want to know. Now, let's talk about the stock. Joby Aviation is trading nearly 15% higher than the last time I covered it, which is around $15.50 today. And over the past year, the stock has traded between $4.78 and $20.95. And in 2025 alone, the stock is up over 90%. So Joby may not be flying commercially today, but the stock price, it's already soaring. And when a stock soars before the business does, the market is betting on the future. The only question is whether Joby can deliver. Now, if you think Joby's run has been amazing, here's what can make it soar higher. And for that, we need to talk about its catalysts. The first is the White House's electric vertical takeoff and landing integration pilot program. Joby just joined the program, which is a government-backed initiative that's set up to accelerate advanced air mobility within the US airspace. And this allows Joby to conduct limited operations in selected areas before fully securing its FAA certification. I say it implies that Joby can now start to build that real-world experience, collect safety data, and establish a foothold in the market, while its competitors are still focusing on approvals. In English, Joby gets to test drive real business while everyone else is still just talking about it. And that's how first movers lock in an advantage. When investors smell that first mover advantage, they don't wait around. And then we have the second catalyst, right? It's Joby's now completed acquisition of Blade Air Mobility's passenger business. Blade is a company with an already established infrastructure, a customer base, and key access points in various cities, including New York. Now that it's acquired, Joby doesn't have to build everything from scratch, as it now inherits Blade's built-in network, which enables Joby to be more than just an aircraft manufacturer, but now they become a full-service provider with recurring revenue potential. And recurring revenue in aviation, man, that's gold. Because once a customer gets used to the speed and the convenience, do you think they'll ever go back? So the hook here is simple. Joby isn't just selling planes, it's selling the entire ride. And speaking of full service, Joby also became the first piloted air taxi of its kind to fly between two airports. And that highlights that its aircraft are geared for existing air traffic systems. And while other companies are still setting expectations and talking about things on PowerPoint, Joby shows the regulators that it's already ready to take off, and that's a subtle but powerful difference. Hype is cheap, but proof is priceless. And Joby, well, they just proved it. And in terms of the FAA certification process, well, Joby is in stage 4 out of 5. And when they pass this phase, that last step is going to be final approval for passenger service, which means that commercialization might be sooner than anyone realizes. So I think you could say that that last stretch isn't just technical, it could be a make or break moment for the stock's momentum. And also, finally, a Japanese airline, ANA, plans to build a national air taxi system themselves. Actually, just today, Joby showcased its aircraft in a public flight demonstration at Expo 2025 Osaka in Japan. And that flight was the first of its kind at a World Expo and included vertical takeoff, a complete transition to wing-borne flight, and of course the iconic vertical landing. And over the course of 13 days, Joby plans to conduct over 20 flights. And that matters because Japan isn't just a test market. It's proof of global demand. If Japan accepts it, other nations are sure to follow. So those were the catalysts. My next video, it's going to cover the risks. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it, because if the upside looks this good, you'll definitely want to know the risks before you board this flight. Okay, so with all that out of the way, is Joby stock a buy? Well, to answer that, we need to look at what the analysts think. A consensus among 10 analysts rate the stock a hold, with price targets showing potential upside of 42% from today's levels, up to $22. However, an analyst rating doesn't always tell the whole story. I mean, if you had followed their call 3 months ago, you would have missed out on an approximate 90% gain. So take that for what it is. Only use this information as a guide and always do your own due diligence, especially since Joby's story is moving fast. I mean, I've learned that Wall Street ratings often lag reality, and the market rewards early conviction, not late confirmation. With the government backing, a ready-made passenger network, and a lead in technology and FAA certification approval, $22 could very much become a reality, or even higher once the company starts transporting real passengers. If you genuinely believe in the technology, I think this might be a boarding pass before the company fully takes off. And just remember, the earlier you board, the cheaper the ticket, but the bumpier the ride, at least with this stock. Now, before I go, I do have one last question for you. Do you believe in what Joby Aviation is doing today? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, if you found this video helpful, do like and subscribe to the channel. It'll help others find the video, it supports the channel, and of course, you won't miss out on any of my next deep dives. Well, folks, that's it for me today. I wanted to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.